trip, rule number 1 is you have to get your hair wet and you have to get in the pool every single day.
Yes.
Rule number 2 for the girls' trip is that there is always a happy hour.
And a happy ending.
Rule number 3 for the girls' trip is that you always have to remember to wear underwear with your dress.
Rule number 4, free the nib.
Rule number 5, there's always a vibe check. We all have to check in with each other at the beginning of the night to make sure we're all on the same category of outfit.
Yeah,
coordination.
I had the most awkward situation on a girls' trip where I'm the only married girl in my group of friends. I ended up rooming with somebody that was single, and at the end of a fun night, she wanted to bring someone back. Now I'm in my room and I'm like, there's 2 guys in my room, like drinking and still hanging out. It was a guy and his friend, yeah.
Oh, so that was supposed to be for you.
No, and that's the point. Now I'm in my room on the phone, like, there's dudes in the room. Like, I feel mad uncomfortable. Like, I think I have to be wiser because maybe that wasn't the trip I should have been on.
Are you serious right now, bro?
If you're married and want a vacation, your spouse and children are supposed to be with you. What an immature generation of adults we have now. And it's actually funny how women always talk about what they deserve, but never what they earn.
Cheat. Girls trips, for example, crime one. I can't tell you how many times a girl has cheated on her girls trip with me. Miami, you guys see I'm going to Miami a lot. These girls go on girls trip in Miami and they cheat. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your girl tells you. Quick story time. I was in Miami. This girl cheated on her boyfriend with me. I came back, I saw her Instagram, found it, and she was posting pictures with her boyfriend, and then she ended up blocking me because she didn't want me to see that. The point is, I've learned that girls are definitely cheaters and they're opportunists under certain circumstances, and especially with the right guy. And I just so happen to be that right guy a lot of times. So keep that in mind, take that information however you want. But if your girl's going to Miami and I'm there, chances are you might want to reschedule the trip.
No matter where you are, and no matter what age group you belong to, always know that it's not necessary that once you're married happily, it's going to stay like that forever. Women need constant validation, which I personally believe is just a cop-out for not being content with who they are at certain points in their lives and not truly being in control of their own emotions.
Do married women go on girls trips? No, we do not. No, we do not. No, we do not. We don't go on girls trips. We don't do that. We married. We don't go on girls trips. What we looking for? Who we checking for? What? Go and spend time with our friends? No, thank you. We can spend time right here in the city. Where you want to go? Olive Garden, Red Lobster, where we going? Brunch, Target, Walmart, you pick. Out the country, no, my husband
Guys need to understand that you can't put your woman to a pedestal because that's the benchmark that you're setting, and it's something she'll expect from you as a default for the rest of her life. So when things change even a bit, you're a bad guy, and she'll run off to the other guys giving her more validation.
Get ready with me while I tell you a story about a time I cheated on my boyfriend and don't regret it. Now I would like to preface this by saying I do not condone cheating. It's not healthy, it's not good. But I try to find, the light at the end of the tunnel in every situation. And let's just say the situation brought me back to life and made me wake up and realize that I was not happy. Now, this and I were preparing for Valentine's Day. And right around the time of Valentine's Day, he decides that he is going to go on a boys' trip to Scottsdale, which I was fine with. I didn't mind when he went out of town. But he lets me know the dates on it, and I start laughing. I was like, excuse me? I was like, that's over Valentine's Day. It was like, it fell over a whole weekend, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we have plans for Valentine's Day. We had reservations to a really nice restaurant, and let me tell you, this man, beautiful. Probably the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'll just go ahead and have to say we're going to need a part 2 because I need to continue, and I'm getting hot thinking about how cute this guy is.
You need to be very careful about who they marry. They need to be with women who are self-assured and don't need constant validation all the time. Guys aren't robots or mind readers. And guys, when a woman like this stumbles in your life, you know what to do. Don't be loose and allow her to cross your boundaries. When your woman decides to even go out on girls' night out at the bars, clubs, trust me, she's looking for someone else. She'll just hang on to you long enough till she finds him. When she does, she'll dump you.
Look, I'm going next week.
Yeah, I get that, but why did you have to book such an impromptu flight so far away?
I want to travel. You knew that I like to go travelling.
Fine. Go travelling, go find some guy whilst you're out there. I don't give a shit anymore.
Okay, we need to talk about this because this is important, okay? Ladies, if you're thinking of solo traveling, my advice to you is just freaking do it. Yes, I was in a relationship when I went to Thailand. No, they were not correlational. The breakup was just an accumulation of little things over time. But with this question, I just want to hit home one point, okay? Solo traveling as a woman is the most empowering thing you can possibly do for yourself. When you go to a different country, wherever you end up, you navigate situations that you didn't think you could ever handle. And then you come home and you're like, I just did that. I just did that so I can do anything I want to here. So that's number one, okay? And number two, especially if you're in a relationship, it is the most empowering thing you can do as a partner, to go and figure out what makes you happy and how to be happy on your own. If your partner doesn't want that for you, and if they're not supporting that, then they're not the right person. Bottom line.
20s and 30s women are trying so hard to normalize this behavior, and men are having none of it. Ladies, you cannot have the security of a relationship and the excitement of single life. You can have one at a time, and if you spend too long chasing excitement, you may find security tough to come by later in life. Choose wisely.
Usually I travel with my husband and all I do is grab his arm and look for the nearest Starbucks, and I don't pay attention to anything. This is the first time I'm traveling by myself, without my husband. I had to read signs. I got lost twice, and I didn't get any Starbucks. I had to read where I was going. I couldn't watch any TikToks, and I had to be aware of my surroundings. What is this?
And she's being honest about the fact that men do a lot more than women think on any given trip, while women get to enjoy the good stuff. But can you imagine the scorn a man would get from women if he told his GF or wife he was going to take trips without her since he could only afford to pay for himself? Other men would shame him. The selfishness and lack of objectivity of these women are off the frigging charts. When two people are together, they are supposed to share the same lifestyle. If one can't afford something, neither can the other. Don't forget to check other videos on our playlist. We've got some amazing contents for you. See you in our next video.